Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, we're just gonna go ahead and jump into my nails. So this is how my nails are looking. I'm just gonna be doing some Gel X nails today from Modelones, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start my prep process. So just like I normally do, I go in with a cuticle pusher and start to push back the skin surrounding my nail plate. And I don't plan to really talk much in today's video, so this is gonna be more like a relaxing chill type of video. It's not really a tutorial, just something that you guys can enjoy and watch. So yeah, once I finish doing that, I am gonna go ahead and take a cuticle prepping bit, and I'm not sure what this specifically called, but this is one of those same drill bits that I unboxed in my Too Cute PR unboxing. And I'm just taking this, going around my cuticle, lifting up all of that cuticle from my nail plate and also that leftover product from my last set. And I love the way these cuticle bits work. Once I'm done with that step, I'm gonna go ahead and use a dust brush to remove all of that leftover dust, and then I'm gonna take a fine grit sanding band, and these are from Kiara. These are my new favorite ones I've been using. Very nice for using over your natural nails, but I'm gonna be taking that on the lowest speed of my e-file, and I'm just gonna be going around that cuticle area just one more time and just also removing the shine from my natural nails. Removing the shine from your natural nail plate is essential to good nail prep, because if your nails are oily or it's not like dehydrated, your product will live and it may not last as long. So whether you don't have many prepping steps, I do advise you just to remove the shine if anything. And after you remove the shine, it is ideal for you to go in with dehydrator and primer, and then go in with a base coat when doing Gel X nails, and that would be the next step. But since I am going to be applying a peel off base, I am applying top coat instead of a base coat, so you can just use your imagination and just pretend that this is base coat that I am applying. And once I get it over all of my nails, I'm going to go ahead and cure for 30 seconds. So here are my nails. I did go ahead and apply my UV protection gloves. I know they are dirty. I keep forgetting to wash them, but it is just from the dust from filing my previous nails. But yeah, as promised in a few of my videos back where I did my Modelones video, they sent over these soft gel nails, and I did ask you guys if you wanted me to do a nail set with them. So this is going to be that video, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start by picking out my sizes. When you are picking out your sizes, you want to make sure that they fit sidewall to sidewall. And if you don't have an exact size, if you have one too small or too large, you always want to go with the larger one and just file it around the cuticle area to customize it to fit, because if the nail is too small, it's not going to fit over your entire nail, and also you may have to like press it down a lot and it's just not going to work in the end. So you always want to make sure that they fit properly. Once I have picked out all of my sizes to apply them, I'm going to be using this Bella Vita 4-in-1 base coat. I do use this quite often, and every time I mention it in my videos, I say I'll link it down below, but I can never really find it on the Double Dip website like separately. When I got this, it was in a tip kit that they sent over, so I don't know if you can buy it separately. I will check again and link everything down below if I can. But yeah, for the first nail, I did go ahead and apply it. And for my next 3 nails, I did decide to give you guys a wider angle, because I do know every time I like apply these, I'm always like in that zoomed in position, and I just thought maybe you guys want to see a little bit more like these surrounding areas, how I actually take it under into my curing light to flash cure. So this is that wide angle where you guys get to see everything. And then for my thumb, I will zoom it back in so you guys can get a more closer look. But applying these is super easy. Everyone has been doing it. I just put some of that 401 base coat into the cuticle area of the nail, and then start at my cuticle area on my nail and then add pressure towards the tip. That way you see all of that product move down over the entire surface. And then once I make sure that it is straight, I go ahead and put it under the lamp to flash cure. Once I had all of them cured, I do go ahead and pop it into my bigger light for another 30 to 60 seconds, like I always say, just to make sure everything is nice and cured on. Now I'm going to be taking the other drill bit that I also unboxed in my 2Q unboxing and just go around the cuticle. As you can see here, I do have some buildup from that spillage from applying the nails, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that. You don't want to keep that on your nails because it just doesn't look right. And I'm going to repeat this over all of my nails. Also, I do want to blend in that cuticle area to give it a more seamless look. Although I will say, like, the application was really nice, but since I did have spillage, I just go ahead and do that part anyway. You can choose not to if you don't have spillage and you are satisfied with the application, but I always like to go around the cuticle area just to smooth anything out. For this step, you can use an e-file like I'm doing in the video, or you can also use a hand file if you prefer that over the e-file. I do feel like I'm getting this video done a lot faster compared to my other videos because, like I mentioned, I don't plan to talk as much and I am just kind of skipping around like the parts where I know I'm gonna talk. So I hope you guys are enjoying today's video, and I hope it's just something chill and relaxing that you can enjoy. Now I'm going to be taking a hand file just to clean up the free edge of the nails and reshape them a little bit. I do want these to be as straight as possible. They did have that little piece at the end, and also they did look a little round. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the free edge of the nails. And currently I am using the Kiara Sky file, but I feel like these don't really do anything for me. They feel really soft and gummy. So after my middle finger, I am going to switch to my panel file and continue doing this process. Here's how the nails are looking. I do feel like I filed my ring finger down a little too short, even though these nails are short from the start, but just trying to get that angle, I felt like I did file it a little bit more than the rest of them. But before I go in with my design, I'm gonna go ahead and take my mandrel drill bit and a sanding band and just remove the shine from the entire nail. Removing the shine helps the product last longer, just like the prepping process before you even apply the nails. Removing that shine is just gonna help everything adhere better. And then once I finish, this is how the nails are looking, and we are done applying our Gel X nails. And you can go in and do your design. You can go in with gel polish, stickers, leave them clear if you want to. Of course, you would have to wipe them down first, which is what you see me doing here, using some ice purple alcohol and a lint-free wipe. But yeah, I think gel X nails is just super easy and anyone can do it. Whether you want them to last or not, you will still be able to do the application. So yeah, go ahead and leave this video a like down below if you did enjoy that application process. This part of the video, I am going to show you guys some gel polishes that Nail Reserve sent over to me. I thought this would be the perfect time to include some gel polish designs. And yeah, this is just some few colors from, I believe, a new collection. I'm not sure, I do have to go back over the emails, but I'm just going to show you guys quickly what these colors look like. This red one here is so gorgeous, super glittery, and Nail Reserve polishes are really good quality. I do have a discount code for you guys if you are interested in purchasing some gel polishes from them. But I do love the quality. I feel like the coverage is super nice, and most of their polishes are one coat coverage, so using their polishes can save you time when you are using them. Just do one coat and cure and be on with your top coat or the rest of your design. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of this color collection that they sent me. I feel like every time they send me polishes, the colors don't really match, and I have a hard time trying to come up with a design with just using the polishes that they sent me. Even though I can use other polishes from them, like I have the freedom to choose. This isn't like a sponsored video where it needs to be a certain way. I feel like I always try to use what they give me, and I always have a hard time because they don't really match, or it's not really to my liking. So I don't really like that about Nail Reserve whenever they send me polishes. But I did go ahead and apply some base coat to all of my nails, and the colors I am going to use are the blue and yellow. It is a weird color choice, and I feel like that was a very bold decision, but I did have something in mind and I'm gonna try to do it. And this is the part where I just have fun with this design. But as you can see, applying this blue color to my nails, the coverage is amazing. It's going on very nice and smooth. In my opinion, the blue one did feel a little bit thicker than the other one, so I am trying to keep it very thin and not apply it too much, because since these nails are already short, if I apply it too thick, it's gonna look really bulky. So yeah, it's just not gonna look right. So I did try to make sure to do a very thin application using this blue color, and I do repeat that over all of my nails, and then I'm gonna cure for 60 seconds. So like I was telling you guys, the main focus of this video was to just do some gel X nails for you, but I didn't want like the canvas to go to waste. So I just decided I'm gonna have fun with this and just play around with my new airbrush that I got from Temu. If you haven't seen my second huge unboxing from them, I will link it in the cards just in case you want to check it out. But yeah, I did get this new one. The first one I picked out, I only had the like handle part, so I wasn't able to use it. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this up with some polish. And just to let you guys know, I have no idea what I'm doing. I didn't research how to use it, and I also didn't look at the instructions, which I should have did, or at least look at some videos online, but I didn't do it before doing this. Most of the time it's always equal parts of gel polish and alcohol, so I just kind of eyeballed the alcohol and just put it in there. Once I did it, I gave it a mix with a wooden stick, and I did make sure to really mix it up just to make sure it wasn't splotchy or had clumps at the bottom. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this up. And I just want to say, do not leave any rude comments because I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time. I figured I could just go ahead and practice and let you guys watch me practice, or you know, just do something like that before I actually get like really serious with my airbrush. Once I had it all mixed up, I am just using a paper towel to make sure that it was working, and it is working fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start my airbrush. I did order some more stencils from Amazon. I will have these linked down below. Really cute designs. These have like little bears and flowers. crosses and little twinkle stars, butterflies, cute little things like that. And I did want to save my butterflies for another design because I was planning to do something else with these. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the hearts for now. And I'm going to go ahead and take it off just like the sticker. I'm only going to be getting the heart shape, making sure to really press it down into my nails to make sure that the outline is there once I go to remove it. Before I start to spray it, I do place a paper towel underneath my fingers so that once I spray it, it's not getting all on the palm of my hands. But yeah, I'm just kind of spraying it. I did have some problems with getting too close. I know the first time I was like trying it out on the paper, whenever you get too close using an airbrush, it does become more of like a water, like the water marker designs, and you don't want to have that. It does also create air bubbles, so I was just like thinking don't get too close to it and just add more pressure if you need to and let more spray out, but don't get too close because it will mess it up. And this is how it is looking. Now, what I had in my mind, it was absolutely not looking like this at all. But I didn't want to remove it. I didn't want to think of anything else, so I just kept doing it, and you'll see like gradually I'll just start adding more and more things to this nail set to make it look a little bit better. Before I cure it, I do go ahead and wipe around my cuticle area, and then once I cure it, I take off the stencil using the tweezers. Now I do love how the outline is looking. It looks really nice and bold, but just the yellow part on top of the blue, I wasn't feeling that color mix. But like I said, I am just gonna go ahead and keep going. I did decide to do the same thing on all of my nails, just practicing how much pressure I should use and just getting the flow of the airbrush down packed, so once I do my other design, I'll know a little bit more about it and just be a little bit more experienced. So yeah, this is just something fun that you guys can watch. Just kind of watch me fail using an airbrush because I had no idea what I was doing, but it was just super fun to like try it out and not really be too serious on trying to make this nail design turn out right. So yeah, I just really hope you guys enjoy this part. Let me know some tips and tricks that you have learned, or maybe you heard somebody else say or do in their videos using an airbrush. I would like to know some tips and tricks, or just something interesting that you know about them, if you know anything. So yeah, that'll be fun to read all of you guys' comments. And if you haven't liked the video already, make sure that you do leave a like down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I do know that most of my viewers are not subscribed. And if you are feeling generous, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'm just gonna pop back in right here to let you guys know that doing this was super sticky. Like this gel polish on my skin, even though it is mixed with some alcohol, like it is just super sticky, and I could not wait to go wash my hands. But before I did cure this on, I did use like a brush just to wipe off some excess around my skin area before I cured. And now I'm gonna be taking off the stencils. I love how the outline looks. So was this really a fail using the airbrush? Let me know down below what you guys think. I don't think I did that bad using it, but I just didn't really like the yellow on top of the blue. When I was thinking about it, I did think of it being a little bit more bold, but that's just something I can know, or at least like trying to pick out the colors for my next airbrush designs. I'll know not to mix colors like this, or just be aware of it. I do think a lot of these designs look so much better when you are using white. So yeah, that's just kind of what I got from this. Once I finished spraying it on, this is how much was left, and I was kind of confused why there's so much more in here, because when I got down to like my last few nails, I felt like there was barely any coming out. So maybe I just wasn't spraying it on enough or pulling the lever back enough, but I did just go ahead and dispose of the extra gel polish. I do know when I unboxed it in that Temu video, on how to clean it, it was just to get rid of the excess and then pour water into that little part and just spray it out. And you know it's getting clean when you spring it out on full blast and it doesn't have any color in it, and that is just how you clean out the like the line part. You don't want to have that gel polish just sitting and getting like stuck in there. It will start to mess up your machine. And of course I did clean it up a lot more off camera, but I didn't include it and show you guys. But once I did put up my airbrush, I'm gonna be redefining the shape just quickly one more time with my hand file, and then we'll start the next part of the design. So like I was telling you guys, I was not really feeling this color mix of these two colors. So I did think about the chrome powder that I also got from Temu. Sometimes I say I'll use something and don't really go back to it because I do end up receiving more PR packages. So I feel like this was just a way to include some of the items that I didn't really plan on using like in a completely different video. So I'm going to be taking some top coat and going over my thumbnail. I did go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds, and I'm just going to be applying some chrome powder using my glove. You can use your bare finger, or you can use a sponge tool. You can use like a makeup applicator, and this is how it is looking. I wasn't sure how I was feeling about it, but I did take some alcohol on a brush and just kind of remove some of that chrome powder from my heart that I sprayed on using the airbrush, because I felt like if it was covered up, it would have just made that entire part so pointless to this design. But compared to the other nails, I did love how that chrome powder looked. So of course I did go ahead and repeat that over all of my nails, and that is just what I'm going to be doing for the next few seconds. And chrome powder is super messy depending on how you are applying it. Since I did apply it to my entire nails, it did get a little on my skin. So I'm gonna take some alcohol once again and just kind of clean it up the best I can. And once I do, I'm gonna go over it with more top coat just to seal everything in. Also, I will be applying some rhinestones on top of it just to give it a little bit more, because I felt like these were very boring and plain. So just to give it something without doing too much, I'm going to be scattering out some rhinestones like on the outside of the heart. And yeah, that's basically how I'm going to finish up this design, which I will just let you guys enjoy. Please remember, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It will really help me out a lot. Also, if you haven't liked the video yet, make sure that you do hit that like button before you leave. Once I had everything cured in place, I did go ahead and apply some cuticle oil to top off the nail design, and this is how the nails turned out. I did feel like I filed down my ring finger a little too much, which is why I just adjusted it that quickly so it can look better with the other nails. But yeah, this is how the nails turned out. I do think these nails do look a little bit better than how I anticipated while like getting through the steps of them. It's definitely not my favorite design, but I don't think they turned out super bad. I do think it is just mostly the colors on how they blended together. But yeah, I think the chrome powder and the rhinestones really pulled it together to make it look a lot better. So let me know what you think about this design, and if my first attempt at an airbrush is a complete fail, or if you think I did pretty good for my first time. Also, let me know how you enjoyed the Gel X application, if it was super easy for you to follow along. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Let me know how you enjoyed this nail set, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.